Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Another beer from Cumbre Brewing. They're New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is their Father Nelson. That label art is pretty darn sick. This is a massive beer. It is 10.6% alcohol by volume. And again, we just reviewed Project Dank, it was called, which that beer was really, really good. This label says the same thing, plenty of IBUs. So they don't tell you how many IBUs there are. Another beer, I don't know much about it. I believe this is from the name, Father Nelson. I'm guessing this is hopped 100% with Nelson, which is awesome. I love me some Nelson hops. And it doesn't, there's no information on this bottle. It just says brewed and bottled by Cumbre Brewing. And it tells you about how this beer is huge and it will impair your ability to drive. So this beer was bottled on April 18th, as per this sticker. Time of recording today is May 17th, so we are 1 month old exactly. So yeah, interested to check this one out. I love me some Nelson hops. And I love some big double IPAs. And I'm interested to see after drinking Project Dank what this is like. So I think this is considered one of their special release beers. I don't think it's one of their normal beers. Somebody will probably correct me if I'm wrong about that. But I don't know if I mentioned it in this video. This beer comes from Stephanie that I got in a beer trade. She also provided Project Dank that we just reviewed. So thank you so much, Stephanie. You'll probably never see this video, but I always thank people who I get beer from. So yeah, this beer pours. I don't know if you can tell on camera, it might look darker, but it's like that typical pale, like that straw yellow Nelson. It reminds me of Alpine's old Nelson beer. There was barely any head again. I didn't pour this beer too aggressive, but that head is almost gone, much like Project Dank that we just drank. But it's bright white. It's a film now on top. There's no head anymore. There's some bubbles streaming up to the top of the glass. There's some little bubbles sticking to the side of the glass, but not a whole lot of carbonation in that. 10.6% when we swirl this. There are alcohol legs for days. You can see them. That's crazy. And some glass lacing. So it looks really, really good in the glass. Again, it looks like another West Coast beer. Them crystal clear beers though. Let's shove our nose in it. Ooh, this smells really, it's near 11%. It smells sweet. But you're definitely, it's like sweet grape skins. It's like a grapey, man, it's super, super sweet. Super like malty sweet. But yeah, it's, the best way to describe it really, much like with Project Dank, that nose wasn't explosively anything. There was some stuff that I was getting in that beer, but this beer, it just smells, really, really sweet. It almost smells, it's reminding me of like a barley wine, which is weird. But you're definitely getting like that white grape kind of vinous. It's almost like grape, if there was such a thing, I don't even think there is such a thing, but if there's such a thing as like grape syrup, it smells like that. This smells like it's gonna be like sticky, syrupy, sweet. But there's not much else to say. It's like that bready kind of sweet malty thing. And like I said, like that sticky kind of white grape vinous thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. Stephanie, thank you so much. Cheers. Yeah, it's actually really, it's plenty bitter. But this it drinks like a big barley wine. I think Stone last year did Old Guardian and it was dry hopped and I drank that. I didn't review it. It reminds me of that. It's like just massively syrupy, sweet, sticky. And then you're getting like that grapey kind of grape skin vinous Nelson thing. And then it's just like massively like sweet, like malty sweet. It's not like is it caramely sweet? Sort of. There is a bitterness that just kind of sits on your tongue. I just wish there was more of like the Nelson flavor. As it's warming already, it's getting a touch boozy. But yeah, there's just not, it's just so overpoweringly sweet and kind of syrupy, sticky, malty. Like I said, you're getting that white grape kind of Nelson thing, but it's like grape syrup. This definitely drinks like a near 11% beer. It's letting you know it's a massive, massive beer. It says plenty of IBUs. The bitterness is there, but it's so sweet on the back end that it's, I don't know. I'm not sure I could drink a whole bottle of this, to be honest. I wish there was more hop flavor from the Nelson hops, if that's what they're using. I don't know if there's any other hops in here. But yeah, it's sticky, it's sweet, it's syrupy. I mean, the mouthfeel is like a medium mouthfeel. It's really, really slick, oily. It's bitter. It's got like a dank kind of bitterness, like a grassy kind of earthy bitterness, middle of the mouth. And then it just finishes super, super sweet, like a touch on the boozy side. I wish there was more. I mean, it's called Father Nelson. I was hoping this was going to be like a massively Nelson hopped, like huge, Imperial India Pale Ale. But why did I just say India Pale Ale, Imperial IPA? That was really weird. But yeah, I mean, even as it warms more, it's getting super, super sweet. So this is definitely a beer that you'd want to share. I don't know if anybody else has had this. If you've had this, let me know. I mean, maybe this bottle falls off at a month. It's a month old. I don't know if it's like much more hop forward when it's super fresh. She sent this to me like a week and a half ago. I've had so many beers I've had to drink and I was gone for a little bit. So it's my own fault for sitting on it, but it reminds me of like Old Guardian that was dry hopped. It's like a hoppy kind of dank, bitter barley wine. It really is. So not much else to say. That label art is sick though. That's Father Nelson. If I'm giving this a grade, I'd probably go like 86, 87, like in that B range. Not a beer that I would seek out again. If they knocked the ABV down like 3% and made this like a 7.5% beer and kind of got more out of the Nelson hops, I think I would like it a lot more. But as it stands, it's super sweet. It's slick. It's oily. It's malty, and it's a bit on the boozy side. So yeah, but still, it's always fun to try new stuff. So if you guys have had Father Nelson from La Cumbre, however you say it, in New Mexico, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Stephanie, thank you so much for sending this. And I'm out of here. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.